That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It's the bottom line. It's Monday night, brought to you by Chancellor's Logistics, Scrap Daddy, trucking the freight up and down the highway. We appreciate you tuning in on this blustery fall Monday evening to spend 15, 20 minutes with us. We're going to do a little recap, get down to the nitty-gritty, elbows up style. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tommy Cordell from Elbows Up Dirt Productions, and this is the bottom line. Brought to you by, we ain't going to talk like that. That's what it sounds like. Chancellor's Logistics, once again, Scrap Daddy, trucking it up and down the highway. Man, I tell you what, we are about to the end. Obviously, Charlotte World Finals is going on this past week, couple days, moving forward with it. We got a few races to talk about, a little bit of news here and there, but things have wound down. That's right. Things have wound down this the season. A lot of racers, probably 95% of our racers of all classes are in the shop preparing for the rebuild. That's right. The treacherous winter rebuild. But anyways, I'm glad you tuned in tonight. We appreciate you always tuning in. We love our fans. That's exactly right. We love our sponsors. We love everybody. Hell yeah. Freddie, we good up there?
Yep, we're good.
Freddie's giving the thumbs up. That's a good deal. Okay, so we're going to give you a little bit of activity here, East Coast Legends style. That's right, weekly race roundup brought to you by David H. Martin, ladies and gentlemen. 55-plus years in the business, residential, agricultural, commercial, excavation, and utility services. Family-owned. Man, what a great company. They've been with East Coast Legends, and I'm sure will continue to foster and grow that relationship as the future goes on. One thing we're going to drop the hammer down tonight is this. Fresh off the press, it was released today. KJ Massey, that's right, Kennedy Massey of Hagerstown, Maryland. She's a past ambassador of the Mid-Atlantic Junior Racing Club, which obviously you may or may not know, Elbows Up Dirt Productions owns and operates, and very proud of all those young men and women. But here's the deal. She's been extravagant in the Hagerstown Quarter Midget Association, has many wins under her belt, and this year looked like she might not race, but she did some. But from there on, it was looking a little dim. Well, the light just got brighter, ladies and gentlemen, because as of right now, she is inked the deal with Freeze Motorsports. That's right. She will be piloting a East Coast Legends race car in the 2026 season, competing for Rookie of the Year honors. So we are super, super proud of her, KJ, and the time, the work, the dedication she's put in, and what a reputable organization, Freeze Motorsports, and they'll be putting her behind the wheel. So the racing continues for KJ Massey. Congratulations. We love to hear things like this. I tell you what, something else going on. I do now believe it's January 10th is the East Coast Legends Banquet in Chambersburg. The VFW can go on East Coast Legends Facebook page, and that'll give you the skinny on what's going there, tickets and all that good stuff. But no, congratulations, KJ Massey. I think a wonderful relationship will be it's already in the making. It's already in the making, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fruitful. I think it's going to be great for her, for them, for everybody. So that's what we got on that. Let's get down to the results brought to you by Dan's Auto Repair. That's right, down on the east side, downtown Rousersville, Pennsylvania. Stone throw down the road here. Oil changes, inspections, tire rotations, major, minor overhauls. You go see Chad. He'll take care of you. There's no doubt about it. Okay, let's get down to it. Georgetown, that's right, the first state of Delaware. Georgetown, it was fall clash time last Friday. It was windy, it was cold. We were not there, but we kept up on the deal. What went on transpired. 8,000 was on the line. That's right, 8,000 smackers was on the line for that lucky individual to park in the victory lane. 40 laps was the distance. We seen the fast timer come out. Demetrius Drelis set the fast time. But I've got to be honest, at the end of the night, the truth. Greg Satterley parks it in victory lane. Ziegler was second. made the pass roughly lap 30 from what I understand. Satterley did. It propelled him into the first place position, and he held on to make it P1. So Ziegler second, Demetrius Drillis third, Ross the Boss Robinson fourth, Trevor Feathers fifth. Sixth, Kyle Hardy. He was in the number 11 Jim McBee ride, a new vehicle, I like to call it, for the McBee stables. Justin Weaver. Justin Weaver runs seventh. That's right, into 32J. J.T. Spence, Trevor Collins, and Donald Lingo. There you go, Donald Lingo. Billy Pouch Jr. How about this? Modified star, multi-generational star. Billy Pouch Jr. drove the number 31. He finished 14th on the grid. We've seen Danny Snyder there as well. Good to see Danny. He's a great competitor. He's great for the sport all the way around. He's had some tough breaks this year. We followed him out on the ULMS, Zuver and Company. But he's been a little vacant here for a while. They had some motor woes, but here he is coming back to Georgetown. He runs a 16th position, so good to see him. Rush Crates at Georgetown. Matt Hill was victorious. A.J. Miller and Greg Carrico rounded out the top three. So Hill, Miller, and Carrico, 1, 2, 3 in the Rush Crates. So that was 8,000 on the line. Now that would have been the last race on the docket for the Fall Clash, but there was one more to go. That was rained out midway through the year, or the Clash series, and was put on the back end, meaning Saturday night, November 1st. That's right, Saturday night, November 1st. So where's it at? I tell you where it is. It was Budds Creek. That's right, Potomac, Budds Creek. Elbows Up Dirt Productions. Myself, Fast Freddy, were in the house covering the show. It was the Darrell Hills Memorial. The Darrell Hills Memorial, paying $10,000. $10,000 on the line. 50 laps was the distance. It was the last leg. Fast timer was Mason Ziegler. Let me back up here a minute before I get wound up here. Only 84 points separated Ziegler from Feathers in the points championship for the Fall Clash. So it was Ziegler and then Feathers, 84 points, the difference. How it shook out at the end of the night, Ziggy parks in victory lane. Satterley was second. There you go. The night before at Georgetown, it was Satterley Ziegler. We flip it around. We see Ziegler Satterley. They put on quite a show, I thought. Ziegler, you could tell he was anxious to get going on the initial start of the race. He jumped. They brought it back. He was ready to go. But there's a lot of cautions, a fair amount of cautions per se. The things got sifted out. I didn't really think, a lot of cars got tore up in the feature. But no, at the end of the day, Satterley tried to put the bamboozle on him and showed himself there for a little bit. But Ziegler was able to hammer it down and pull forth and not look back. Third place, Trevor Feathers. Tyler Bear. Fourth, fifth, Kenny Moreland. That's right, in the iconic George Moreland. A lot of history there. I'm getting my words messed up, but the number 24. That's right, Moreland Racing. George Moreland obviously goes back their ways in that family. His grandfather, I believe. And they always represent him well. Brian Bernhosel, 6th. Jeremy Pilkerton, 7th. JT, 8th. 9th, Showtime, Cavalier in the 000. Justin Weaver banks out another top 10 in the 32J. Unfortunate events for Bruce Kane in the 15K. He had Jamie Latham driving for him. And hot laps, there was a limiter or two got crossed up there and, ziggy-zagged and this and that. But at the end of the deal, unfortunately, Bruce Kane's car got bent up pretty good, and they had to load it and call it a night. We hate to see that. The Bruce Kane machine, the 15K, always has some hot rods in it. Just, I believe at Bedford, Kyle Lee was in the Super 15K for the Keystone Cup. We also seen that 15K in that steel block race shine on the big stage out there and take the checkers for that. So Bruce has always got cars that are in the mix to win. What does that do? That puts Ziegler as the Clash champion. That's right. So that 84 points, it wasn't able to be obviously thinned out for Feathers. Feathers second. Brian Bernhosel in the 119 is third. Takeaways, Spence and Weaver, 2 top 10s both night at Georgetown and Potomac. Lear in that top 10 in the triple I. So, good for them. Yeah, I tell you, it was nice. It was beautiful weathered out. The crowd was very good. There was a very good crowd for the Dale Hills Memorial. They showed a lot of respect and patronage towards Darrell Hills and his family. They announced the cars on the front stretch. That was nice. It got a little chilly out, but it wasn't windy. It was a typical fall evening per se. So we switched our gears to the PA Micro Midgets, where they were at McGrew Bid Motoplex. And in the 500cc class, we see Chase Fry victorious. We see J.D. Myers, and then Todd Walls out of Greencastle, Pennsylvania, one of our great sponsors, Walls Wallpapering and Painting. A lot of years in the business there doing quality wallpaper and painting. He runs the 500 class, has several wins. He was able to finish P3, and I believe that rounds out the season then for them. 300cc in the Micro Midgets, we've seen our very own from the east side, downtown Rouseville in the 87S, Hunter Smith. That's right. Hunter Smith, Parkson and Victory Lane. Maddox Wire, the Wire Nut Racing Group. I love those folks. Second, Asher Paxton. Third. So there you have it. Smith, Wire, Paxton. That was McGrew Bid Motoplex. Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is Tommy Cardell. This is The Bottom Line. That's right. The Bottom Line brought to you by Chaz's Logistics. And we're here in Studio 02 reviewing what we have for a recap. NASCAR Championship, I know we don't get into that, but Kyle Larson, yeah, he was victorious. He is your 2026 NASCAR champion. That's his second one, ladies and gentlemen, second one. So he was able to take that. Charlotte Finals, let's talk about that. I did catch and looked into, watch recap. The mods, the UMP mod, said their 25-lap feature had some swingers in it, some heavy swingers in it. And don't take that the other way, other than racing swingers. But Ray Cable, that's right, Ray Cable in the number 72, parks it. Gotta love it. I love it when I see that. Other notable finishes, Strickler was 5th. Altabelli was 7th, 13th, Drake Troutman. Here's the thing with Drake. Drake started 20th in the A-Main. He led until lap 21, okay, out of 25 in that Jerry Foster-owned Mount number 5. He had a right rear tire. That's what she did. She went down, okay? Tough break for Drake. Looks like he had that thing wrapped up. He still manages to drive back up through the 13th position in, I guess, basically 4 laps. By the way, he also is the World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year for 2025. That's right, the World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year. Austin Holcomb, he was 22nd in that UMP mod feature at Charlotte Finals. Obviously, there'll be more Charlotte Finals results and news to come as the days ensue. Upcoming, the only thing on the burner in this region is BAPS on Saturday, November 15th. That's right. It's an afternoon show. I believe racing starts, heat races start at 3 o'clock on Saturday, November 15th. 410s are in the house, sprints. That's right. And 358 modifieds. That'll be at BAPS. So that takes us to Ashley Yoder. Who saw it? Ashley Yoder Designs, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Quality design work, signs, apparel, the whole 9 yards. Who saw it? Well, we got a super late model. I dropped a sign. I'm sorry. A super late model and a mod. We're going to go with the super late model, Mason Ziegler. Obviously, he's been Mr. Consistent in that series. He runs second at Georgetown Friday on Halloween night. Potomac, the next evening, he wins. He wraps up the title. I got to give it to him. He's also, by the way, the ULMS champion as well this year, series points champion, Zuver and Company. He had a fair amount of wins there, heavy wins there, and his shine. Mods, I'm going to roll with Ray Cable. Obviously, there's not a lot of mod racing going on right now other than what I'm looking at in Charlotte, okay, on my regional radar. And, hey, Ray Cable, Parkson, and Victory Lane. Kudos to Ray. YouTube. Get over there, Elbows Up Dirt Productions, subscribe. That's right, everything on the Facebook side. It runs out of juice and they trash it after 30 days. We bank it over on YouTube, so go over there. It's free of charge. Our mini-series will be airing November 17th. It's a Monday night. It's called Beyond the Tech Shed. That's right, Beyond the Tech Shed. It's brought to you by Cannon Powder Coating, that's right, Cannon Powder Coating, and TB's Auto Body, that's right, TB's Auto Body Collision Shop in Shippensburg. And our topic, we'll have two guests to discuss the topic. And the first one out of the hat we're going to work with for a couple episodes is the 525 motors versus the traditional steel block alcohol 358 limited late model motor. That's right. So that's what is going to be on the burner. Racing sponsorship seminar is this Sunday. That is the 9th. You can still get in. All you have to do is get a Facebook, message me. There's some open seats left. We'd love to have you there. November 15th, ARC Racing Flea Market Swap Meet, Frederick County Fairgrounds, 34th annual, ladies and gentlemen, 34th annual, and they'll start bright and early, 7 o'clock. So get down there to Frederick County Fairgrounds in Virginia. November 16th, the Maryland Stock Car Hall of Fame reunion, 12 to 5 p.m. in Odenton, I like to call it either way. That's a really good thing. That's a catered meal. You need tickets to get there, obviously. You can go to Facebook under Maryland Stock Car Hall of Fame reunion to get those. But, yeah, it's a great day of remembering and heritage of that Southern Belt. That's right, and that Maryland racing theme, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we got tonight for the bottom line. We wanted to give you what we got. We always give you what we got. Have a great week this week, and, keep it big energy, elbows up style. I'm Tom McCardell signing off. We'll see you then.